Okay, we're live. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Crisis 169 coming to you live with the power of Spectrum Internet. I'm here, you're there. Let's get on with this crap, okay? Today's topic's going to be about Microsoft buys Activision, um, PC gaming, and to come, what's to come. I'm here, guys. I'm trying to tell you guys some stuff here about some stuff. I wasn't online lately. 16th of uh, finish this drink here. Sorry. Good. Anyway, 16th of July, I had to go. I had to go to a memorial service on 16th. That was last previous Sunday. Friend of mine passed away on the 25th, 26th of June. So I had to go to her, to work friend. I had to go to her funeral or memorial service on Sunday, 2016. So I wasn't really doing anything right now. Didn't really care to do anything right now. Didn't want to do anything for a while. But once again, my condolences to the family of Lori, who we lost way too young. But then again, she was 52 years old. She lived her life. She's seen what she wanted to see, and it was time to go, apparently. So it's happened. Life does happen. People do die. Now that's out of the way. Once again, my condolences to the family. Um, Microsoft buys Activision. How is this going to affect PC gaming and what to come? Not really anything that I don't believe it's going to affect PC gaming in the sense because PC gamers buy stuff on Steam anyway, and if you get it on Game Pass, whatever. But Game Pass will go. I'm also make this too as well. Um, Now Game Pass is going up. Game Pass is going up. Microsoft has confirmed that it's going up. How much? We don't know for sure. To say $1, $2. Don't know for sure how much it's going to be for month to month. Probably be $1 or two every 3 months. Like me, probably $2, $3 probably. And if you buy a year, then God bless you, because that's 360 plus dollars. So once again, I also lost two subscribers. I guess they bailed because I wasn't making videos, and it's fine. You guys come and go as you please. I have no problem with it. Because I do have a full time gig. I do have things happening like with Lori's, funeral service or memorial service I had to go to on Sunday, and my content I'm making videos is kind of dried up a little bit because I know I didn't want to make the same videos over and over and over again. So yes, Microsoft buys Activision for the $70 billion. It's still got on hold a little bit in America, but it's kind of green light in America right now. They kind of green light in America. All the old Call of Duty games are working. People have seen that. They have looked at it and seen that, yeah, it's working. So they are working pretty well now. Call of Duty 4, World at War, Black Ops 1 and 2, all the old games are working. Modern Warfare 2 is working technically right now. I don't know how long they'll work, but some people online saying they're working pretty good. So, hey, they put it on Game Pass, great. Of course, Activision has a lot of old games. Like I said on my phone upload, and Activision has a lot of old licenses, a lot of old games, a lot of old stuff that they can bring over. Your oh crap, it's in my head bouncing around everything else right now in there. Your pitfalls and all your. I don't think Paperboy was made by Activision, but it was made by Midway, I do believe. But anyway, though. But you can have a lot of good games on there, old games from Atari's past on the Xbox, because Atari's pretty much dead and gone. That retro console came out, ain't much to look at anyway. But Activision had a lot of stuff, and what does it mean for World of Warcraft and to Overwatch 2 is coming to Steam, and Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart coming to Steam too. It's a PlayStation title, Insomniac, obviously, but it's coming. It's coming on the 21st of July, 26th of July. So that'd be this Wednesday, next Wednesday coming up. So I'll be getting that and playing that. So a lot of things coming out this week. But now I'm done rambling for a minute here. So Microsoft buys Activision. Let's take this and dissect this as what it is. I'm worried about that because you see what Microsoft has done with Bethesda. Starfield only going to be working with I think like with AMD on their ray tracing or whatever nonsense they're talking about, and alienating. I crunched some numbers here, and I crunched some numbers, and the numbers are NVIDIA has more of a placehold than AMD does. I think like 60, 45, or 70, or 80, 40, or whatever it is, 80, 20, or whatever it is, 70, whatever it was. I think it was 70. I think it was like 60, 40, or 70, 30, what it was, in the favor of NVIDIA. Yes, so those numbers are coming and going, and they're up and going back and forth with NVIDIA's bastard child called the 4060 and 4070 and 4080 and whole 40 series cards. But with AMD's 60 7600 non XT being a dud practically too as well, it's kind of toss up. And Intel's off in the scaredy land. They're like, we're over here making CPU. We're over here making CPUs right now because the GPU is like kind of dead right now. So, and me talking about it anymore would be kind of taking a horse out back and beating it that's already dead kind of thing. So I'm gonna beat a dead horse. But so with Starfield and Bethesda and Redfall, you want to call the game, it's your joke, it's your time, um, has failed, tremendously. Makes it to me personally think that Starfield is going to be a dud, and then it's going to be DOA even before it comes out. Because if you're putting all your eggs in AMD's basket, and let's say people play it on Steam, have NVIDIA graphics cards, what the hell are you doing, Microsoft? Are you trying to sabotage your own game? I'm convinced that Microsoft is trying to kill off the Xbox brand. I am convinced tremendously that Microsoft is trying to destroy their own brand games because this stuff rivals stupidity. This is a cluster F of a cluster F, and you can't tell me that they haven't thought about this. You can't, no, 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 no. Before the fanboys start sending the phone going and slamming their faces on the keyboard and saying how wrong I am, hear me out with this. If Microsoft's really doing this, okay, if Microsoft's really doing this, I can understand if you're going AMD only, yeah, or NVIDIA only. If you're going AMD and NVIDIA, hey, you guys have joint. Every game works on NVIDIA. Radeon only works on NVIDIA. A lot of your games, like shit, um, Wolfenstein, and Colossus, Ryzen Radeon, says it right there. Even Doom has it on there. But these games work just as good on NVIDIA. But to go out and say that you're going to partnership with AMD, it's like, Microsoft, are you trying to destroy your own damn game division? Are you trying to destroy it? Are you trying to torpedo your own division? Please say it ain't so, because I just don't get this. I don't get this at all. Now, I'm trying to understand this. And I'm really trying to understand what the hell they're doing. Because I don't think anybody knows that Microsoft knows what they're doing. And it's kind of foolish to me, kind of half pound hard foolish to tell me that yo yeah we're going to do this that and the other, and you guys are going to do this without having any type of understanding of what you guys are doing. And I think that people need to understand this and need to grab a hold of this and need to really think about what they're doing and what's going on with this situation. Because as of right now, I'm seeing Microsoft saying, yeah, Starfield is going to have exclusive stuff on AMD's hardware. And that's fine. If they want to support AMD, hey, Microsoft, go ahead. No, I think ray tracing available, whatever it is on AMD stuff. But ray tracing is better on 30 series cards with DLSS 2. DLSS 3 is the only reason why I would pick up a 40 series card if I really wanted one. But even with that limitation of the 40 series card, 30 series card, whatever, you're alienating what 70 to 80% of the gamers that have GeForce, RTX, ray tracing cards, saying, you know what, we're not going to worry about the 30, we're going to go up to the 20, 30% of the AMD people who may not even use ray tracing because it may not do anything for them. You have to understand, folks, most cards on 6,000 series cards don't have good ray tracing. You have to get 6800 XT or 6800 XT and above the XT versions to actually have ray tracing to actually make it worthwhile. The non XTs don't have that really well. So if you got 1600 XT from Best Buy, and you know 1600 XT with 12 gigabytes of VRAM, do you really want to turn on ray tracing? That's going to gobble up like Pac-Man, gobble up all that extra, VRAM, or you want to play it without ray tracing? Me, I got a 37 8 gigabyte card, 3070. I don't use ray tracing on my games much anymore. Older ones I might, newer ones I can't, because it just gobbles up so much damn VRAM. So if I'm playing a game like Control, I need to start playing that again eventually. Playing games like Control, I can't use ray tracing on it. Well, I can if I got turned down low enough where it actually will actually look decent and not because I had ray tracing on Battlefield by mistake and the game was barely runnable. It was really running. It was just terrible. It was like, okay, this is crap. So I had to turn it off, turn it back to ultra, and turn it high, and it started working better again. But guys, this shouldn't be a thing. We should not have a discussion about this. Yes, Microsoft bought Activision. Whoopie doo. But if you don't know what they're doing with Bethesda, then what's the point? Yes, granted, yes, you can play some old games on Call of Duty on your Xbox X series and S series and PC. Whoopie freaking do. What are they gonna do when Call of Duty comes out here in a couple months, or they push it back to another year? What are they gonna do? I'll tell you what they're gonna do. They're gonna crap all over it. They're gonna treat it like Halo and pump it out every few years. Go back when people boo at it. Go back and try to fix it. Release it in a crappy state with nothing in it. Then it'd be worse off than it was when Activision had it. Now, I really hope that Microsoft would use some of their studio people. So you know what, you're all you're all Activision. Now you're all Microsoft Studios. All of you. We'll move you around different games, different ideas. Take people studios, move them over to Activision Studios, have them play around a little bit, and vice versa. Make a little fresh coat of paint. May need a couple of screws, a couple fresh coat of paint. It might make Call of Duty, Halo, Gears of War, racing games a little better. Who knows? You might have a racing game enthusiast in Activision camp. You may have a Call of Duty enthusiast over in 343 Studio who likes but couldn't get a job at Activision, but now has an opportunity to go work on Activision on Call of Duty games. You don't know. You may find those diamonds in the rough and find, we can go back to boots on the ground, make good Call of Duty, with tons of explosions, good story, and all good stuff, and no, not have this skill based matchmaking crap. Even if they keep that in, but only add it in as maybe as a checkpoint you can check off or put on or off in the options menu or playlist that has that only enabled for that playlist. hardcore, big ground war, but other ones don't have it. Or what do you want to call it? We have two sections, skill based matchmaking and non, whatever. Hardcore skill based matchmaking and non hardcore. What do you want to call it? Have new ideas come up here, and we're thinking, so how we can make Call of Duty better instead of crapping out the same game over and over and over again. Where Activision had done that with 343 Studios with Halo, and they screwed it up. Gears of War 6, yeah, Gears of War 6 good. Gears of War 6 was good, but I'm worried about what Activision, what Microsoft's going to do with Activision when they finally get their meat hooks in it. Yes, they're all going to report to Phil Spencer. Yes, they're all going to report to the CEO of Xbox. But what are they going to do? What are they going to do when they have to deal with the fact that the game is still not going to sell? Starfield guys had trouble. I don't care if you're a Radeon, a Nvidia, or an Intel graphics card. Taking one card over the other is silly. I don't care what team you team green, team red, or team Intel. It doesn't matter. We're all in this together. Yes, I think Activision can be good in the Microsoft Studios system, and they can take people from Activision and put them over to 343 Studios and 3 Studios over to Activision. Mix it up a little bit. Give some Halo people a chance to work in Call of Duty, Call of Duty work in Halo, see what happens. Hell, look at Nintendo. They gave Ubisoft the rights to make Kingdom Heart. Mario Kingdom Heart Battle. Off the wall type of game. You know what? It sold very well. Sold extremely well over Part 2 came out. Having Part 3 is in the works, supposedly. And Ubisoft's doing all this. No, it's a loyalty that they had because they stuck with that the Wii U. But people have to understand this, guys. There is certain restriction they couldn't cross. Activision don't even have Halo. Call of Duty don't have Halo visors and Halo crap. Okay, don't even Titanfall. You don't need to be hanging off the top of a side of a wall like Titanfall. That's Titanfall. That's their stuff. EA stuff. You focus on what fans know you're about. Yeah, I saw it too there, boxing. And I'm talking about it right now. I think in the 360 Call of Duty servers are over 300,000, but they'll probably shut those down eventually. They're gonna have to, and move everybody off on the X and S series. I guarantee they're gonna have to because of course when they do that, there's gonna be a gigantic revolt. But hopefully those guys will buy a gaming rig so they can just play it on the gaming rig. But anyway, though, my worry is when Activision does get fully entrenched in Microsoft, they're no longer Activision. They're no longer creators of Pitfall and these great games that we all come and know and love. Um, well, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare was a mixture of Halo and Titanfall. Titanfall came out first on the Xbox One. Great game, loved to death. It was EA exclusive. Probably the best game EA made. It wasn't buggy at all. And Call of Duty and Halo try to incorporate that into their games, and that's fine. I call Halo the ultimate Doom clone because Doom is the reason why a lot of these games are up. But now Microsoft owns Bethesda, that owns Doom, that owns now own Halo. Getting kind of full circle, kind of circle of life. But I think you might see more of that now. And is it a bad thing? I don't know. If Microsoft can utilize their Activision people, Halo people, and move them around a little bit and have a fresher approach. Like I said, Nintendo let Ubisoft create a Mario game, Kingdom Rabbits, without Nintendo's help. Ubisoft, because their loyalty is sticking with the Wii U, was granted that right to do so. And the game sold really well, where Kingdom Hearts 2 came out, or Rabbit's Heart 2 came out, and even 3 is in the works. That's a loyalty by the third party that's not owning company. If Microsoft will leave people alone and not Halo and racing and Gears of War everything, and let people have a fresh breath of air and go, and actually think, okay, we can put Halo here and Call do some here and take some of this and make you might have a good horror game. You might have the Call of Duty everybody wants, where it's boots on the ground and it has skill based matchmaking and certain playlists over here, but the better ones play over here. In the middle, you have the zombies that's totally chaos and they don't care if you're skill based matchmaking or not. That's something I wanted to see with Call of Duty become very, very neutral where it doesn't matter what skill base you are. Skill based matchmaking is good and bad. It's good if you're not a Spentoring, no scoping, Mountain Dew drinking Call of Duty player. It's bad if you've been playing it for a long time and you honed your skills. You get you got Tommy No Thumbs, sniping you with a 50 cal, right in the corner. That's wrong. That's why the old Call of Duty games are better because they don't have skill based matchmaking. It's Wild Wild West, especially Call of Duty 4, where I started on. I played for Call of Duty 2, but I played on the campaign mostly, 2 and 3. And 4 was probably the best, and World at War was the best too. So those two games to me are pinnacle. Modern Warfare 2, I think, is trash. I don't like it. I don't care. If you don't like it, whatever. They burn my house down. I don't care. I just don't give a shit about Modern Warfare 2. But I think it's good. Story mode was pretty good, but I never got into it. It looked too cartoony to me. But the video games don't look cartoony, so whatever. When you're 20 years old, you're kind of when you're in your 20s and going to college and full time job and trying to work, you don't really have common sense until you get 40. But I think it's a lot better off now than it was, 20 years ago. Yes, but do I feel that Activision will be treated fairly in Microsoft? I think Microsoft will probably, Bethesda them too as well. Where they're going to be pretty much, in the security, they'll pump out titles to come on Game Pass because when Microsoft's selling Game Pass. They don't care about consoles anymore. They sell Game Pass on my gaming rig. They'll sell Game Pass on my Xbox One X, and they'll sell Game Pass on on Xbox Sat Edition or the Xbox S or X. They don't care. They sell Xbox on your damn monitor, your TV in your room, house if they could. They don't care. That's what Microsoft wants. All they want is Game Pass because it's a cash cow, and they're raising the prices up because they bought Activision. So I think it's fair, yes, but then again, you're giving us old games. The new ones will trickle out eventually. Starfield's going to be a real close call with Bethesda. It could be a base hit or it could be a home run. I'm hoping for a base hit because right now Microsoft is not on board yet. Sony games are just hitting home run to homer to homer to homer to homers. Every time you turn around, a home run for PlayStation. No, I don't even care. Hell, like I said, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart coming on PC, Steam, 26th of this month. I'm gonna pick it up. Why? I love Ratchet and Clank games. Insomniac Games make great games, and I played every one of them. I'm gonna play this one. So, in closing here, in a few minutes here, Activision being bought by Microsoft is not a bad thing. Sexual harassment crap they had to deal with, people leaving and coming and going, the hard workplaces, the violent workplace, people being threatened and stuff though, with their job being lost. I think Microsoft can wheel that in and give the CEO a good pie face, money in the face, tell him to get lost. And hopefully they'll put somebody in charge who knows how to make stuff. And hopefully they take the Call of Duty ship and steer it right and make it where, hey, Call of Duty just can be as popular 2042 where it's not buggy mess. To call it 2042 now, not 2022 2 years ago, but 2042 now, not like I said 2 years ago. Then you'll see a good head battle. And then you might see PlayStation come out with their own. They might they might resurrect Killzone, even though they have partnership with Microsoft, going to bring Call of Duty to PlayStation. PlayStation agreed to bring future Destiny games over to Microsoft and PC. So yes, yay, hearts in the air, yeah, everybody's love. until next one buys another company, then be total chaos again. But that's fine. And I think that's good. I think Microsoft and Sony, sharing, the game studios that they own, the ones that are willing to share, like Call of Duty and Destiny. Hey, it's fine. It's the right direction. And even Nintendo might get they may get a couple Call of Duty games out of it probably. But or even Destiny, but I don't think Sony will work with Nintendo anytime soon. But they may. You might have a partnership with Sony too, so you never know. Destiny's pretty popular, so. But yeah, so it's interesting seeing this, seeing how Sony signed a deal with Activision to the deal that Activision has agreed to in the first place, and Sony is reportedly quotations going to make a deal with Microsoft to have Destiny come on their system, and that could be pretty cool around because then you have two companies who are you know tech conglomerates, one tech, one making radios, now making consoles and games, coming together. It's kind of cool because it's like, hey, we're all gamers in this situation. We're all just gamers, except PC Master Race here. Now, but I can play both of them. I'm still waiting on a PlayStation app where you can play PlayStation games on your PC. I'm still waiting for that, Microsoft. I mean, Sony, you do that, then it's awesome. But they ain't gonna do that because they don't sell any damn console. So that's why a lot of games on Microsoft Xbox Game Pass doesn't come on. Yeah, it's out. I know it's out. I know it's out. But I think it'll be interesting to see what would happen. I know PlayStation app is out, but they don't have a lot of look out. Yeah. See, I don't really want to play it on cloud. I actually want to play it from now. I want to download it to my hard drive and stuff on my SSDs and play it just like with the Game Pass. Eventually, that's what I'm talking about. Eventually, they'll do that. Eventually, where you can do that and not to buy Steam, you can go to PlayStation Plus on app, just like Game Pass, and download it from there. Not have to go to Steam and buy it. You can go to like PlayStation equivalent to Game Pass, where you can download it and play it. That may work out eventually when Sony doesn't understand it. No one's gonna rip them off, and they sell more PlayStation Plus. They call PlayStation Plus PC, where you download all the games to your PC for like $25 a month, $20 a month, whatever. You get unlimited access and PlayStation Online. Not a bad deal, I think. I just made that up too about 10 seconds ago. So yeah, yeah. But I hope eventually they will do that, where you can download it. Well, Microsoft owns a lot of the internet too. You have to understand too. Microsoft kind of owns part of Google too as well. Rumors are that Microsoft kind of owns part of Google. Of course, that's just probably why Microsoft. It's very easy and it's very easy to get to Microsoft's stuff. If you type in Microsoft on Google, it's less than a second in most cases. Even slows internet, it's less than a couple seconds getting to Microsoft stuff compared to PlayStation or Nintendo or things like that. So I actually noticed that. But yeah, enough of my no enough of my tinfoil hat or tinfoil headset wearing right now. So guys, thank you for watching my video, guys. Like I said, though, I lost a friend 23rd of June. Her name was Lori. My condolences to the family, obviously, and friends that knew her. She was a good lady, 52 years. She saw, she's seen what she wanted to see in 52 years. She didn't die by her own hand or anything. She just had a lot of health issues that come up, and it's very terrible. And I thought that does happen, when we all have to take care of ourselves. And in the end, that's all about, you know. The gamers believe that we don't die, we respawn, but in real life, we die and respawn in heaven or hell. So I hope it's the latter. I hope it's heaven. We respawn in heaven, not respawn in hell. Gamers never die; they respawn, right? So, but I think you gotta be safe out there. Take care of yourselves. Um, Well, like I said, though, I have no worry about the AI situation. Um, but I do believe that the AI can become a problem. But I'll make a video about that later on, talk about the AI and stuff like that. But yeah, thank you for your condolences, my friend. I'll see you guys later. My gaming tag Steam is Crisis 1691. Xbox is Crisis 169. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. I'll try that. See you, boxing.